folks, it's 15 before midnight. That'll be October 30th. A few more days before the election happens. Here we go. See, it's way too damn late for me to do this. And I'm doing it anyway. I usually don't tell people what to vote for or who to vote for, just to vote. It's always considered a constitutional duty for people to vote. And I'll tell you something, besides the voting situation going on, we still got the damn COVID bug that's driving every country mad at this point. And it's not that easy to deal with or understand. A lot of people freak out because of the damn bug. They assume it's a damn flu bug. And it's basically a world killer. I mean, our own world, our own way of life, our own way of doing things. We have industries depending upon industries. We got people depending upon people. Our economies, our governments are intricately linked to everybody concerning our business dealings and our commercial, same thing anyway, but also our political dealings and security and God knows what else. I mean, we're so interdependent at this point over here, it's not even funny. So the pandemic kicked in, all hell broke loose. Quite literally for everybody. I mean, when I'm seeing countries screaming like crazy that the COVID is shutting them down left and right, people are protesting in the street. In some countries anyway. You know, before we had the COVID nightmare, we still had the religious fanatics going out there crazily and trying to kill people left and right, like at Nice, France, right recently. We thought we'd gotten rid of, or at least some politicians thought they got rid of Al-Qaeda and Taliban and God knows what else dealing with all the crazies dealing with that kind of religion. And nope, we haven't had Muslim extremists. One crazy person going in with a knife, going into a church and killing people left and right. Before they got him stopped. He's in custody. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but he's in custody at least. He's killed 3 people. But for some, it's not, okay, really not that bad, but it's only 3 people. He killed 3 people with a knife. Yeah, it is that bad. It is that bad because we're driving ourselves crazy right now as it is. We already had our own political and religious insanity going on at this point over here now. The COVID has shut us down left and right. Either we deal with the bug or we don't deal with the bug. And if we don't deal with the bug, it's dealing with us one way or another. And without doing the proper protections left and right, we're just killing ourselves left and right at this point. And I'll tell you something, I make all these damn logs, I make all these damn reports, I do all these audio recordings necessary for my own damn sanity because I already know I'm losing it anyway. I already had enough issues before the COVID kicked in anyway, so. And then the COVID kicks in and here comes my videos coming out. I can't say for the very first time, but every once in a great while I was trying to do something cutesy and putting it on the internet and seeing what happens. But nothing like this has ever happened in a lifetime of ours, in our generation, in our memory that we know of. And nothing like this has ever shut down the world, literally. Every country is struggling with this damn bug. The only continent that hasn't been struggling with the damn bug and it hasn't been transmitted over there yet. I'm still expecting for that to happen. Somebody going over there, sneaking over with the damn bug and not even realizing it. Antarctica. There are stations on Antarctica. It is the only continent on the earth that is not at war with each other because we have countries with their own scientific research stations all over the place. And it has been internationally agreed to keep it that way. Keep it neutral for everything. And what happens? It's cold. It's so freaking cold, it's not funny. Usually I'm doing evening logs along with us. So one of those times it's going to be without a log. But I'm watching the earth as we know it. I'm watching our civilization as we know it. I'm watching our own lifestyle, our own way of life that we have fought each other against and accepted at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship. Don't ask me what the lines are because they're totally blurred at this point. But we're telling each other that, one culture doesn't like this one religious sect doesn't like this culture, doesn't like the Western civilization, so we gotta fight like crazy over this one. Meanwhile, the damn bug's kicking people's ass left and right. And probably also the terrorists as well, as we call them terrorists, or freedom fighters, or psychotics. And it's international. It is scary to think this damn thing is international. We're seeing it in our lifetime. We're seeing the depth of it. We're seeing the tragedy of it. I mean, how many millions have already died from this damn thing? And I'm still hearing people saying it's still fake news. The media's blowing this damn thing out of proportion. Our government here, our fearless leader over here is going to do something about it. His life is in the line. He got the bug, and now he's fine. He's super bug. He's Superman at this point over here. He's acting like nothing's happened. And I'm looking at him like, okay, well, this bug is going to nail his ass. But I'm fine. I'm gonna. I'm expecting the bug to nail his ass royally at this point. And anybody else who's been dealing with the damn bug around him. Every time I keep seeing this, I can't even call him a gentleman anymore. I never called him a gentleman at this point over here. Just a belligerent. And he wants his rallies to reflect his personality. Because he likes it. He likes the attention. He likes the ego boost at this point over here. He's pure vanity at this point over here. Everything has to be about him, about his namesake, about his family's namesake, or theoretical family's namesake anyway. There's been a lot of discussion about that one. I've seen some of the things people have said about him, whether or not he's actually legitimate or not for the names. The only thing I can tell you about our current fearless leader in office right now, I'm not going to say his name, not fear of worshiping him. He just disgusts the living crap out of me, he and his family. So, I'll call him the orange gas bag. And he has been hosting these super spreaders, as the scientists and doctors are called. He's got maybe very few scientists, or theoretically call themselves scientists and doctors. And this White House staff on his payroll to advise him that this damn bug is nothing. It's just a nothing bug. It's one over here. It'll be just like flu. It'll be flying away, no problem. Just telling people about that one. Just look at the bug that way, and you'll be fine. Meanwhile, people are still getting sick. We have states. We got governors in a lot of our states trying to figure out how to still help, how to maintain this damn thing, or if they're not going to be maintaining it, just letting the thing go and see what happens. The only thing I can tell you about these damn videos I'm doing right now, they're records of sorts. I mean, people can record the historical events going on, because the media is doing a hell of a lot of history in this damn thing. And they're recording anything and everything they can. No. Mine is basically my own interpretations, my own observations. I'm not going to be reinterpreting history at this point or telling you what's going on, because you already know what's going on. You see it on the news, you hear it on the news, and some people are still claiming it's all fake. Well, it may be all fake until it hits them, and then what are they going to complain about? I mean, once they're in the hospital or on a ventilator at that point. Some have actually recovered. Some have actually recovered. But then again, they're still compromised. They're compromised. Which means their immune system is shaken and so is their body. It's not like some of the stuff we go through all the time, like a common cold will hit us and then boom, okay, we're done with the damn thing. No, because when you have a double header whack with a flu bug, sometimes the pneumonia kicks in and you're on a ventilator for that one. And there had been reports throughout the years people have died from flu and flu-related illnesses. COVID's a different damn animal. Bacteria, anyway. And we haven't had in our lifetime, in our generation, something that has affected every country on Earth. No matter where the hell you go, it's contaminated a hell of a lot of people. And it spreads very easily enough. It's the scariest son of a bitch you've ever seen. And to hear people going crazy about their towns dying because of the bug has shut everything down. Industries that we've depended upon, no longer there. There have been states and towns depending upon travel, tourism. They've built their economy around it. They figured they had a hell of a lot of things to offer, and if they could still offer them, people will still come. That's why a lot of these states are still struggling like crazy. And then when you add politics to it, all hell breaks loose. I'm not quite sure how I can deal with the politics involved regarding a biological warfare we've got going on. All I'm doing is recording my own observations, my own thoughts, my own feelings regarding the situation. And how I've been trying to deal with it, and how I'm trying to survive this damn bug, because it hasn't been the easiest damn thing to do. It has shut people down. It has pissed people off. I haven't seen anybody in the United States actually protesting a damn bug, or protesting the government's actions in trying to handle a damn bug, regarding if it's a local government, a state government, up to the federal level. Nobody's doing it. What I keep saying is the doctor's trying to tell people left and right what their medical opinions are at this point over here, because the damn thing keeps changing the playing field. Also keeps changing the rules. This bug plays by its own rules. And we're having a hard time trying to deal with it. We want it to play fair. We want to kick its ass. We are having a trouble trying to kick its ass because we can't play by the damn rules. And that's why the numbers are still elevated the way they are. I don't know if we're going to be actually surviving this damn thing or not. I don't know if our economies are going to be surviving. I don't know if our countries are going to be surviving this damn thing. But for whatever it takes, if we don't adapt, if we don't do anything to adapt to this son of a bitch, it's going to kill us more ways than one. And I'm not talking about biologically killing our bodies. I'm talking about killing our economies, killing our countries left and right, killing our own bureaucratic systems that we have running our damn countries. All the traditions, all the precedents, all the constitutions don't mean a damn thing when it comes down for biological warfare at this point over here. We have to throw in everything into it. And I mean everything. We have to throw out everything in order to deal with this son of a bitch. And it's scary, because our generation has a hard time of dealing with it. Now, they may have back in the 1900s in World War One, they would probably have a hard time trying to deal with it too. If they had the mass communication like we have at this point over here, would they have done the same thing we're doing right now, which is belly aching? Or would they actually done something about it? See, with the limited information they had to deal with what they had. They masked up. They, not quite social distance, but they masked up anyway. And because it was a flu bug, they weren't going to take any chances. They had their activities instead of inside, outside. They used parking lots. They used stadiums. They used whatever they could. Have outside churches, have outside schools, have outside hospitals if they had to. Set up tents and deal with the sick and the dying. This wasn't like the Black Plague. This was almost just as bad. The Black Plague, at least we had control, but let me explain about the Black Plague there. Dark Ages we had going on. We did have a plague going on. It was carried by fleas. Fleas bit people and affect the living crap out of them. But we also had cats out there trying to eat mice, and the mice were usually carrying the damn fleas. And if we could control the damn fleas, actually we could control the damn rats that carry the damn fleas, they actually had the diseases, then there was a good chance of survival. But the problem is, as I keep learning and learning, people hated cats, especially black cats, because they thought they were evil, so they killed them. But continue on. We'll kill a hell of a lot of people. Smallpox comes out, and it starts killing off the Europeans left and right in Europe. Somebody finds a cure for the damn smallpox, and all of it's Googled. You know, all the information's Googled. But as I understand it, even some of the Europeans are developing antibodies to the damn thing and passing the antibodies off to their children and children's children. But they still had to have vaccines made for this damn thing. And basic beginning medical science was still frontier. When they find out what they could do and what they can't do, by making scientific discoveries, they actually found a vaccine that they can actually use. Maybe the weakened strain of the damn bug, but at least they found something and able to combat the damn bug. And the problem is, with the Europeans who actually had the immunity but also carried the bug with them, gave the damn bug to the Native Americans when they came over to the Caribbean islands and the continent of America. Well, it was just called the New World. I love a lot of things to think about. Putting things into context, and it puts you really screwed up in the head, I tell you. But for right now, as it is, I'm going to end this with a nice, cheerful thought. I don't know if there's going to be a bright day. I'm hoping there's going to be a bright day. If there's going to be a bright day, maybe it's not going to be a meteor hitting the damn Earth and blowing us all to hell, or tilting us off our axis. Or maybe a thermonuclear war happening at this point over here. We're going to be waking up one day. And we're going to actually have something to fight this damn COVID before society really falls apart. And try to find a way to get it salvaged one way or another. Because right now, the way our life is right now, we got a long way to go, boys and girls. A long way to go.